again. And we are talking about Dora the Explorer in a minute. 25 years old is Dora. One of those kids' TV shows that was educational, even though you didn't know that you were being educated when you were watching it. And that was the key, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
People like Johnny Ball, for example.
Oh, think of a number.
Think of a number.
Loved that.
Where he made it, he would just take a number, like the number 9, he'd take you through a whole journey.
Yeah.
You know, about planets or whatever to make it engaging.
Even Sesame Street did it.
What a great example.
Yeah.
What a great
I love to count.
That's the count, wasn't it?
I love to count. But all the little cartoons.
Yeah, I used to love the chef who used to fall down the stairs at the end. He used to make cakes, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he'd go, 9 strawberry shortcakes.
Oh, yes.
And he'd go, boom, 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 boom. And he'd fall down the stairs. But again, there was those kind of little songs in Sesame Street, or characters that you would remember.
Yeah.
The Count. He loves to count.
Loves to count.
Genius, but simple.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But he always seemed to be counting bats.
Oh, yeah.
There'd be bats.
5 bats.
He'd go,
one.
One bat. Two bats. It's brilliant, but all of those little things, like in Dora the Explorer, there was the map. Let me see if I can find the map. I'm the map. This is great,
If there's a place you gotta go, I'm the one you need to know. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. If there's a place you gotta get, I can get you there, I bet. I'm the map. 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 I'm the map.
If you didn't know, that was the map.
Was that the map?
That was the map. It scrolled up. It's just a scrolled up map with eyes. Just used to sing "I'm the map."
I was saying to Emily, obviously this is her era. What was the backpack as well? She used to sing to the backpack to open up.
To the backpack, yeah, would open up. So as a little girl, Emily, you would be Dora the Explorer, like my little girl was.
Yeah.
So was all of that.
I just love kids' TV.
Yeah, well, I do, but it's. I was saying to Kevin Zwala this morning because he used to do Blues Clues.
Yeah, I know.
And he said he learnt a little bit of sign language as well.
Oh.
So he would just say goodbye or hello or thank you in sign language.
Oh, that's brilliant.
You can't have a conversation here, but just the basics.
Yeah.
Said because he gesticulates a lot, he used his arms, he used his hands, and then he just brought in the sign language to a Blues Clues.
Oh, brilliant.
It's just little things like that, but they're the things that you remember. So explain to me why we're talking about Dora the Explorer.
Well, she's 25 years young. Mm-hmm. She's one of these little girls that hasn't grown up. Looks. She's 25.
I work with one.
Yeah.
How are you? You're all right.
She's 25 and doesn't look it. It was on Nickelodeon 2000 to 2019. She's on Paramount Plus now.
If this was a familiar sound in your house when your kids or your grandkids were little, I'm sure you will recognise it. Do you know, that's lovely to hear that again. It just takes me back to when my kids were little. A good time. A hard time, but a really, really nice time as well. I'm not sure it's welcome news, though, because Dora the Explorer is 25 years old now. Boots, the nemesis, it was a fox, I think, called Swiper or Swifer. Dora became an education in children's language and reading development. We were talking about this with the likes of kind of Johnny Ball and Sesame Street and that kind of thing before. And not just that, she was a firm favourite in kids' lives for over 2 decades. Amy Lewis is head of children's literacy charity Coram Beanstalk and is with us now. Hi, Amy. It's nice to hear that again, isn't it? It certainly takes me back to a wonderful time of being a younger man and having, younger kids in the house who actually, they absolutely loved it, but they learned from it as well.
Yeah, they do. Hi, Tony. It takes me back too, because Dora was about when my eldest was little. So, yeah, the map song that you so helpfully shared with us earlier will have put an earworm in all of our heads, I'm sure.
Definitely. It was titled as an educational show, and I think the trick with these kind of shows is they are educational, but you don't feel as though you're in a classroom being taught at the time. You're being entertained, but you don't necessarily equate it with being educated at the same time. And I think that's the trick, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we know from the children that we work with that you have to make things fun and accessible and interactive and meet them at their level. And, that's something that Dora did really well and continues to do so.
She was bilingual, of course. I think it was Spanish and English. And she stood up to Swiper the fox. And these characters are all put in there, aren't they? To maybe guide you through your early years, if you like, because they do come up against their own little speed bumps, kids, don't they?
Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, a big element of the programme was about problem solving, but also those social skills too. And as you mentioned, language development, it's a funny one because obviously there's a lot of learning Spanish within that programme, but worldwide it's used as a programme for children to watch to learn English. And, we know from our work that a third of children are entering classrooms, get starting school in reception. A third of them are struggling with their communication skills. They're struggling, to talk, to understand words. And it's important we do what we can to help them and to help them thrive in their lives.
I'm sure there's a number of factors to the reason that's happening, but what do you see as the main factor that children are starting, preschool or early years school, and they're really struggling to recognise, words, if you like?
I mean, there's a myriad of reasons, really. I mean, we've got to remember that, the generation that have gone into school for the last academic year and the one coming up will have been, born, and their early time will have been during those lockdown years where the sort of usual interactive social activities that parents could do with their children just weren't available. The family support wasn't allowed to pop in. There were no preschool groups. The sort of the ability to just go out, go to the park, chat to people, all of that disappeared. And children are wired to learn to speak and to learn to talk, but they need to see that happening, and I hate to jump on the mobile phone soapbox, but you can't not, you only need to go out into your local town and look around, you'll see children that have literally got a smartphone on their buggies, and the sort of the days are going where the child's looking at the parent and that talk and conversations happening. So loads of different reasons.
You do see
parents are doing the best.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, parents are doing the best, of course, and you're absolutely right. You do see that, kid being pushed along in a buggy, and they're holding a tablet, and they might be watching Dora the Explorer on YouTube. You don't know, but there is that. I think we'd be foolish to think that this is going to go away anytime soon, but it's about that screen time, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, you can have that. You can watch whatever you want on that, but we're gonna read a book first, and then you can have that. I suppose it's a balance, isn't it?
There's a balance. I mean, what we don't want is sort of reading becomes almost like the chore you have to do before you then get the fun bit. We can do things that make use of both, and screens are there and screens are helpful. We can't look away from that, but let's use those as opportunities to talk about what we're seeing on the screen with the children, to have that conversation and to link that into reading. That's obviously at Coram Beanstalk one of the key things we'd look to do. And you can link those opportunities. It's not an either or, it's possible to align them.
I love the name Coram Beanstalk. So tell me a little bit more about what you do and where the name came from.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're Coram Beanstalk. So we're part of the Coram Group, which is the longest established children's charity in the UK. And so started, with roots in fostering and adoption with the Foundling Hospital. And then the Beanstalk bit, we've been supporting children one-to-one with volunteer reading helpers in primary schools since 1973. And we see the Beanstalk, very much like the fairy tale Jack and the Beanstalk. The Beanstalk is the vehicle where Jack can climb up into the land of riches. And we would see learning to read as that vehicle. It's something that's going to open up your world, give you those social experiences and opportunities, and help you be more confident in your communication and learn about others' worlds too.
That's wonderful stuff that you do, Amy. We're out of time. Just search it up, Coram Beanstalk, if you want to find out some more.